Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video I wanted to share my goals and visions for my fall capsule wardrobe. I've already been wearing sweaters for a few weeks. I live in Washington State and here it's already been very cool, especially in the mornings. Feels very crisp. Let me know down in the comments what the weather is like for you where you live and if you've been planning your wardrobe already for fall. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. I'm going to be drinking this cat mug that I have and hope you guys enjoy. So my main goals for my wardrobe this fall season is to wear clothes that are very practical for my lifestyle, but also clothes that make me feel really cozy and warm because that's what fall is all about. I think that clothes can really make us feel different things, and for me, fall always makes me really nostalgic for like sitting in a coffee shop, drinking a latte and doing homework, or just reading on the couch with some rain falling outside. I always have really good memories of doing all those things in seasons past, and I always want to bring back those same feelings when fall comes around again. So as I was planning my fall wardrobe, I realized that I like to look at my clothes more in like a whole instead of seasonal chunks. I actually have like a 5-year plan for my wardrobe, and I try to slowly add to it every season so that I'm not like buying everything at once, and so that my purchases are really intentional. I also have a really relaxed approach to my capsule wardrobe, so it's very fluid. I don't have a lot of strict rules that I stick to. I mostly just try to pick around 30 to 40 items of clothes that I'm going to wear every season. And if I really miss something from my wardrobe, I'll just grab it for that day. I have a video that I made where I talk about how you can build yourself a relaxed capsule wardrobe, so I'll link it up in the cards. You can give it a watch after this video if that sounds like something you'd like to try. So the vibe that I'm trying to achieve for my clothes this fall season is a very cozy but modern working woman. I want clothes that feel very practical for my life, like I mentioned before, but also clothes that feel very natural and like relaxed because I'm really drawn to that. I'm also looking to have a lot of like modern pieces that feel very contemporary in their style, also very minimal in color and pattern. That's a style that I'm really drawn to, and I want to embrace that this fall season. And also wear a lot of practical shoes. I have 4 kids, so if we ever are going out somewhere in fall, it's usually going to get a little bit muddy, so I want to have shoes that are able to withstand that and that I don't have to baby as much. So there's a few items that I have on my wish list that I would like to add to my wardrobe this fall or winter season. The first thing is that I want to add more of this forest green color. I already have a chart jacket that I really like in this color, and last year I decluttered a dark green shirt that I had that was really worn out, so I really want to replace it and add more items in that color to my wardrobe. I don't have a specific piece yet in mind, but I'd like to add either a turtleneck or a long sleeve t-shirt or even just a sweater. I think this green color is gorgeous and it goes really well with my eyes, and it's part of my color palette that I have for myself. If you haven't seen the video that I made recently on color palettes, I'll link it down below as well. You can give it a watch. My cat is scratching at my door trying to come in. Hold up. This is my cat, Luna. Say hi. I also love furry animals in the fall because you can just snuggle with them. It's so sweet. Okay, go play. Okay, so moving on, the next item on my wish list for fall is a leather sock bootie. I have a lot of cropped jeans and pants that I like to wear in the fall and winter, and I have some ankle boots that are a little bit lower by the ankle. But this year I'm really wanting to add a sock bootie that goes up higher so that it can meet the hem of my pants and just keep me warmer. This is a style that I've had my eye on for a long time, so I think this year I'm ready to give it a try. I'm going to either look for a leather bootie like the second hand or new, I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna see what's out there and I'll keep you guys updated when I do buy one. The next item on my wish list is a striped long sleeve shirt with a boat neck. I had a shirt like this many years ago in my closet and I really loved it, but it ended up wearing out, so I decided I want to replace it now. Specifically, I'm looking for a shirt with a red stripe because I want to add a little bit more red to my wardrobe as well. I've been looking on Poshmark for a shirt like this, and there's a lot that I found from J. Crew, and I really like their quality, so I think I'm just gonna buy a second-hand version of that. I think that will go really well with a lot of my high-rise pants, and it'll make a really nice kind of classic minimal look that's still kind of utilitarian for the fall, and that's the vibe that I'm looking for. And the last item on my wish list is something I'm not really sure I'm gonna get this year, but I'm kind of looking for a lighter, either a rain jacket or kind of a light trench coat. I have a black rain jacket that I like, but I realized over the last year that I have a lot of black in my wardrobe and I'm kind of feeling a little bit drained by the color, especially when I'm wearing like a black pair of pants. It's just way too much black. So I'm looking to add either a khaki rain jacket or even like a light dusty blue. I think that would go really well with the rest of the clothes that I have. I did try a trench coat last year that I bought secondhand, but all of those like buckles and buttons was just too much for my minimal style, so I ended up reselling it. So if I do buy a trench coat, it's going to be one that looks very minimal with like very minimal details and buckles. I really like that style. So if you guys didn't know, I'm trying to do a low buy this year and buy only 20 items of clothing, and so far I bought 8, so I have some items remaining. I'm really trying to stick to that 20 goal. I tried to do a low buy like this the year before and I went over. I think I bought maybe 30 items. So this year I really just want to stick to it and see if I can make it. I'm really happy with the amount that I've bought so far, but I know that this fall, winter is the time where I'm kind of very drawn to making impulse purchases and I just want to buy a lot. So I'm really trying to relax about that and shop very slowly and thoughtfully. For me, buying in a slow fashion way is really important. And that means that I don't try to only buy from ethical brands, but I try to only buy items that I really thought about and that I'm sure are gonna work for my wardrobe. Of course, I still make mistake purchases, but a lot less than I did before. And then when I also add the slow buy challenge of buying only 20 items, I can really slow down my shopping and just have less of an impact on the planet and on all the resources, and that's really important to me. A lot of ethical fashion is really expensive for me personally, so buying in a slow fashion way and trying to shop secondhand as well is something that works really well for me, and that's kind of my shopping strategy that I use, and that makes me feel really good that I'm not contributing to all that overconsumption. I do have one more goal for my wardrobe this season, and that is to challenge myself to wear more of these nicer clothes at home around my kids. I talk about this a lot, but sometimes I try to save my nicer clothes for going out. That means that I wear more of those like worn out clothes at home, but I just want to try to challenge myself this season to wear more of my nicer clothes and just see how I feel about that. I really just want to feel put together and feel really confident and just good about myself when I'm at home, even if it's just around my kids. And that's why kind of the vibe that I want is that a working woman utilitarian vibe, because I feel like those clothes are less precious and you're not as worried about them getting ripped or stained, and that's just something that I want to try for this season. I'm gonna try to document this process as well so I can make another video about that in the future and see if I can slowly integrate my nicer clothes with my home clothes, not have so much of that distinction between them. My youngest daughter is 2.5 right now, so I'm definitely moving out of that baby phase where they're always touching you and getting you dirty. And I also just really want to pay attention to how I feel in my clothes and just dress for myself, because I think that's so important. Even when I'm just around my kids, if I'm dressing the way that I want to dress and that feels really comfortable to me, then I know that I feel my best and look my best, and that's just really important for me. If you never thought about dressing for yourself before, you can watch this video next where I talk about 4 reasons why you should start dressing for yourself, and I think it's a really fun video, and go ahead and give it a watch next.